Hello, good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Wow, nice to see everyone's faces. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to a couple of people that are out there with the cameras. Betty, are you at the dentist? You see, that's called be committed. You guys need to see this. Like, look at Betty Lopez all the way from the dentist office. If she did it, come on, y'all. We all can do this. This is Betty. Hey, Claudia, Manuel, Karen, what's up? How are you? We have Marissa. I see Edgardo and Jocelyn. Let me see who's there. Mati, JT, Sarit, Elda, Adriana. If I miss anybody else, pardon me. And we're still going to have a lot of people that are going to start connecting. Today's a very special night. I love it because I'm here tonight to present somebody whom I extremely love and adore. I love her because she's such a beautiful person inside and out. What you see is what you get. Her and her husband, I love them like they were family. They live in South Florida. My motto is if you live past Orlando, you live in Miami. Sorry, it doesn't matter. It can be for a lot of them. To me, it's considered Miami. So they live more to the south. I live more by Mickey Mouse. Everybody wants to come here see Mickey, and everybody goes down south for the food. I go down south for all that Cuban food. If y'all haven't been, anywhere down South Florida, you need to go just because of that food and their beaches and everything. And also to go see Cindy and Elias and their mom, Lily. So guys, before we get started tonight, make sure you share the link, please, to all of your guests, all of your leaders, because I know tonight you're not going to want to miss out on what we have tonight. So I'm going to stop the ranting, and I'm going to go ahead and pass over the microphone tonight to the woman who I love with all my heart. And she knows it. We're always chit-chatting, and every time I'm in pain, she knows when she's in pain. I know. So here we go, all the way from South Florida, Cindy Villanueva Salazar, actually. That's good.
I have to go do that. Don't tell Elias. I still need to go do that. But yes, it is technically Salazar.
I'm going to go ahead and message him.
No, he will keep on going about it all night. But hi, everyone. How's it going? Jennifer, thank you so much. I love you so much. It's such an honor to be here sharing the screen with you and be with all of y'all tonight. I mean, I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm Texas born and raised, but yes, I live in South Florida. It has been home shockingly for the last 6 years. 6 years have gone by. I'm a Floridian. I have a Florida driver's license. That's wild to me, okay? And yes, every time I'm in pain, Jennifer knows, and I know when Jennifer's in pain. See, that's the beauty of this business. It's like you come here as strangers, but you turn into family. And I think that's beautiful. You get a tight-knit community, you get some friends, you get people who are your people, and it's just so beautiful. And I've connected with so many of you, like online and in person. And I think it's one of the most beautiful things I've had in this life. So I want to go ahead and start and tell you a little bit about my story in case you don't know. My name is Cindy Villanueva. If you're from Texas, that's the first thing I'm going to say. Okay. I'm not even going to apologize for it anymore. I was born and raised in Texas. I went to UT Austin, Hook 'em Horns. That's just what I love. And I used to be a teacher. Well, I'm an anthropologist, and I was also a teacher. I was recruited by Teach for America to teach in Houston, Texas. So I'm originally from a border town. Okay. So we used to go to the dentist, which I see Betty is at. We used to go to the dentist, we used to go to the doctor. Just crossing the border was just what we did, right? That was our life. Like, we wanted to go eat tacos, we crossed the border. We didn't even need a passport until I was 16. It was beautiful. So then I moved to Austin, Texas to go to college for 4 years. And then I was recruited by TFA, and I was in Houston, which I said I would never live in. And then I ended up loving. I was in Houston for a long time. I want to say from 2011 to around 2017. That's 6 years. Okay. Yeah. 6 whole years. And I absolutely loved it. I loved teaching per se. Like, I loved being in the classroom and teaching the kids. Give or take, there are a few kids who made you, want to pull your hair, but other than that, it was great. I loved it. What I did not love was, of course, the low pay, because they pay you very, very little for all the work you do, right? Because your job starts before school starts. It's during school hours, it's during your breaks, it's after school, it's on the weekends, and even you get summers off, you're still expected to take trainings, you're still expected to go to school functions. And the more you go up or the more years you have, the more is expected of you. And that's what our school system had for us. I took on the jobs and responsibilities of many people, and I still got paid the same, but the expectations from me grew. And it was true for a lot of people teaching. So when I left teaching after 3 years, I did 3 whole years. And when I left, half the school was gone too. They couldn't take it. The pay was too low, especially if they were married with children, which was an interesting observation. For someone who was single like me, I could still afford it. They couldn't. And this was back in 2011. No, sorry, 2014. Okay, that's, imagine now with inflation. So that being said, I was overworked. There was very little respect for half of the staff. There was a lot of favoritism, and I'm sure no one has experienced favoritism. No one has experienced like the extra workload with no pay and no thanks, because there was no thanks except from like a few of the students who loved me, and I love them. You know, it became more tedious. I used to cry on the way to work because I couldn't stand it. And at the end, I didn't respect who I was working for. And when you lose respect at a job, in a relationship, in a business, you're done. That's it, you know? And that's what I felt. I remember sitting down, and the lady who was observing me, she had control of my future as a teacher because she used to rate me as a teacher. And I remember she sat down across from me. She had given me a really low score because a student had their backpack on their desk. I was like, excuse me, my lesson was good. You know, I'm not perfect, but it was a good lesson. The kids did well. They passed their exit tickets. You know, they learned the lesson. And the kid had the backpack on the table, and you're scoring me. And then my pay is tied to that score. Like, that's not fair. And she's like, well, you shouldn't think of it that way. I'm like, you know what? I'm not coming back next year. Like I that was just like the last moment when I was like, you know what? I'd rather do almost absolutely anything else than be here. One of my friends quit, and she decided to work at a Macy's as a retail worker instead of being a teacher. Okay. That's how bad that was. Not that being a retail worker is bad. It's just, she preferred to just leave and take like another pay cut. Anyway, I remember that last year thinking, okay, now what do? I already quit for the next year. I'm going to finish this year out, but I already quit. I see my mom is super happy. I see my brother is super happy. You know, they were hanging out on a Sunday. I wouldn't even dare to go out on a Sunday. During the week, it was work, go home, work, sleep, wake up, work. That's it. I wouldn't dare go out to eat during the week. I wouldn't dare do anything during the week other than work. And on the weekends too, that wasn't fair. Okay. I was like, my life, I was like almost 26 at that moment. And I was like, okay, so this is it. This is the rest of my life. I'm just going to work the rest of my life. Hope for a summer off because I still have things to do. And then I'm just going to spend most of my life, most of my time in this classroom and in this little tiny corner of Houston when there's a whole world out there. Meanwhile, my mom is visiting my brother in San Antonio, and they're like on a Sunday, they're having fun, they're having brunch, and I can't join them. Why? Am I really going to spend the rest of my life here? And that's when I thought, I don't know what it is they do. I don't get it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure this out because I can't be doing what I'm doing anymore. And I think people come to this term, especially nowadays. I don't know how many of you, and especially millennials, have like this weird epiphany, like suddenly when you're in your mid-20s or maybe 30s, and you're just like, you know what? Is what I'm doing worth it? I have this limited amount of time on this earth, and I'm doing this thing that makes me so miserable, and it doesn't even pay me well, and it doesn't even give me the outcome that I want, but yet I'm still here. So why? Why don't I do something else to make up for that, to maybe work less, or maybe just to change and have more freedom of time? You know, maybe even possibly earn more than what I'm earning now. So that's the mentality I went with. And I asked him, hey, so how do I do this? And that is how I ended up here. And I ended up loving it. I originally thought, hey, I'd do this for 2 years and then do something else. But I loved it so much that I've been here since I officially joined 2015. So I've been here since then. So Jennifer, do you think you can share this PowerPoint for me? Anyway, so this is what I'm going to show you. This presentation. I was thinking of telling you a little bit more about my teaching experience, just because some of you might be teachers in here. I have no problem with the profession. I admire it. And I admire people who stay teaching their entire lives. It is something that it's almost a thankless job. And I don't want to say like no one should be a teacher. I just think it should be paid more. Teachers should have a lot better, what do you call them? Like they should have higher pay. They should have better resources. They should be taken care of more because they're teaching our future generations. And I admire people who that is their passion. And I will always, always, always admire teachers. It's just not something that I could do the rest of my life. But I know teachers who also do network marketing. I know because they love their job so much. So this is in no way saying you shouldn't be a teacher. If you're a teacher, more power to you. This might be great to supplement your income. Okay, so there's so many things going on in the world. Maybe it is like me, that you were in a path that wasn't meant for you and teaching wise for me. Maybe you had a health condition. I knew a lot of teachers who went bankrupt, surprisingly, right? Bankrupt, they were single because they had a health issue, and your health insurance covers you up to so much. Okay. Then again, we had the pandemic. There are financial challenges. There's inflation. Which was ridiculous. I think it's absurd sometimes the price of certain things, especially if you shop for yourself when it comes to like groceries. The price of everything went up so much. I'm fixing something on my roof right now, and that same issue 2 years ago was half the price. So that's kind of wild. You know, the global crisis, the wars, we live in an interconnected world. So of course, what happens halfway across the world is going to affect us because we're all connected. We're no longer just a solo country that can only depend on ourselves. We trade, we export everything. So of course, it's gonna, no matter what country it is, it's probably going to affect us. Okay. Moving on. So the thing is, you need to find something that can help supplement your income or can actually become your income. All right. Most people, I will be super honest, most people are only looking to supplement their income. So if you're looking for something, look for these 3 things. It's tried and true. And you can, social media has a lot of great education about this if you're looking at the right pages. But look for these 3 things. First of all, globalization. So mom and pop stores are local stores where, you depend on whoever is around you. Nowadays, just with having a phone, that's all you need. If you want to get fancy, you get a computer or an iPad, but just with your phone, you can have a business that is all over the world. If you think the economy is downhill wherever you are, it might be super awesome somewhere else. Maybe my zip code is a low income zip code, but a couple miles from me, or even halfway across the country, there's a zip code that's thriving. There are people who are making bank right now. Okay. And you can actually sell to them. You can make business with them. Because you don't own a mom and pop store, you actually have something that is global that you can sell no matter what area code, no matter what country you're in or your customer is in. It's rentable, has rentability, which means, that the price to go in, the investment is very low, which is great. Why? Because, I was watching the show, the Gordon Ramsay show, that he goes and saves restaurants. I'm addicted to that. I think it's great. I learned a lot of leadership lessons from that man. But either way, how much money people invest in a restaurant? Some people are in the lesser amounts. The lowest amount I've heard is $200,000. But there are people who are going and spend their entire life savings, $500,000, $1 million. There's this one person who was in debt, $2 million. Whoa. Okay. People spend a lot of money trying to open a business. With this business, it has the lowest cost I've seen a business be. Okay. We'll talk about that in a moment. And it also has a community. So I see a lot of people, especially on social media, because I work a lot on social media, who are trying to create businesses, okay? Not just network marketing, but anything else. Here's the thing. Most of them are lost and looking for education because there's no one to tell them, hey, so you're new to this? Let me tell you how this works. Let me tell you the basics. Let me give you all the apps you need. Let me give you all the information that you need in order to be successful. No, they learn by trial and error and by reaching out and looking all over the internet for courses, for people to teach them, for mentors, and pay them for it. So if you combine all 3, something that is global, something that is rentable, and something that has a community to rally behind you so that you can learn as you go, have the steps to success, this is golden. And that is what this opportunity is about. So we're going to see that we have a system that is a turnkey system. What does that mean? A turnkey system, and you can Google this term. It's so important for you to know, especially I didn't know these terms because I was not a business person, okay? But I came to learn them thanks to the community. A turnkey system is like a software that's already developed that gives you all the things you need in order to run your business, which means I don't have to look for a software out there to keep all the contacts of my clients, or all the price lists, inventory, seeing what's the profit my business is running. It doesn't, like, all this is a turnkey system. All that is already prepared and given to you. If you've ever owned a business, if you've ever run an online e-commerce website, do you understand the amount of work that it takes and the organization it takes to handle that kind of business? And here, if you join, that's already given to you through an app. It even like shows, like, you can even write notes within the app. We had an excellent training the other week about it. I mean, it's already done for you. It's given to you with your membership. It costs less than $300 to start this. And it's an operational cost of less than $300. That is incredibly low, so which is why I feel that a lot of people don't take it seriously, because the cost is low. Now, there is also a CRM, so self-an application with CRM, which is customer relationship management, which allows you basically just to improve your business. It allows companies to manage the relationships with their customers or their potential customers. It helps you stay connected to them and streamline processes and improve profitability. So you can learn all these terms on your own, and you have a community to teach you that. But basically, this is something that already helps you keep in contact with the number one person you need to keep in contact, which is your customers and your team. Y'all, it's already done. The only thing that's missing is you. Literally, it's like installing a software on your phone and telling you, okay, all you need to know now is you need to start learning with the community and just act. It's already done for you. You don't need to keep stock. You don't need to run an Excel sheet. You don't need to do all that stuff. It's already done for you. Just make sure you add the action. That's all it is. So what is the business that we have, which we are in a network marketing business, and we have, to me, one of the most solid companies out there, which is called For Life Research. Now, this company, and this is super important to know, in its 25-year history, it has been debt-free and a legacy company. There are a lot of, why is debt-free so important? Because there are so many companies out there who are taking in lots and lots of debt in order to develop their products and just run the business, that it's putting them in a weaker position. This company is completely debt-free, okay? So financially, they're fine. They have been the same owners. There hasn't been any selling of the company with new owners taking over. No, we manufacture our own products, so we don't depend on exterior laboratories in order to develop our products, okay? We manufacture them ourselves, so the quality and the pureness of those products is always taken care of. And you can even visit the places, like, where they develop the product or they manufacture it. We've been there before, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can see it on the video. There are over 1,000 employees to support around the world. The multinational is in over 70 countries. Okay, 70 countries. Talk about being global. And has 60 worldwide patents on product technology. It is a very, very, very solid company. And personally, I've known it for a really long time because my family has been in this company for the last 18 years. That is how dependable it is. My family has lived off of this company by working with them for the last 18 years. My mother joined the business. She's highly, highly successful. She paid for a college education in the United States. Do you know how expensive that is? Okay, look up the prices for UT Austin. Look up the prices for UT Austin back in 2007 to 2011 and just compare, okay? I didn't have to have student debt because my mother paid for it, which is huge. So 18 years with this company. Now my brothers and myself are part of this company. That's just how stable it is. And it's wonderful. I love the corporate office because just today I had an issue where I didn't know what to do. And I reached out to corporate. I just texted them and they texted me right back. They're so hands-on and I absolutely love it. Something I didn't even have from my superiors when I was a teacher. I wish I had that kind of support back then. Imagine if we gave this kind of support to their teachers, but that's another rant. Okay, so what kind of product do we have here? We have something called 4Life Transfer Factor, which is a product that helps educate your immune system. Now, my stepfather is an immunologist, and he taught us a lot about the immune system. So this is why we're very passionate about this topic. And basically, these transfer factors help, identify potential threats, helps you recognize them, helps them respond to those threats and remember them so that in the future, in case you get that threat into your body again, whether it's a virus, bacteria, all that good stuff, your body knows how to handle it. So it always educates your immune system in case it's running low or it's hyperactive and attacking you. It helps you level out. And there are so many products. Now, Jennifer, I don't know if we have Paula Lopez here. I don't know if she's here. No.
I don't think she's here, but if you don't mind, I'll share a testimony.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I turned off my camera. I have a quick testimony with my son with Goal Factor. Many people don't know that you can give it's more for adults, but I had gone to a meeting in Arizona and I heard a testimony from a mom who was giving it to her child that had some type of autism where he wouldn't look at her. And after giving the Goal Factor, the little boy started looking at his mom. So my son doesn't have that condition, but my son had some learning disabilities. And when I heard that testimony, it touched me. And I was like, well, let me try it on my son. So my son has dyslexia. He was diagnosed with it in second, third grade. And so, children like that kind of learn different. So he was a little bit behind in school. And I started giving him the product. Okay, every morning before school, only one ounce, that's it. No more, not twice a day. And my son today is AB honor roll. He completely did a 360. He retains. It's incredible the change that he's giving. Like, I don't even recognize him because I know what he was and I know what he is today. It was just like he reads now, he can write. The teachers even tell me, the change from when he started to now, like his improvement has been like incredible. And I like to share that testimony because I know there's many parents out there that might have kids or know somebody who has a child who has some kind of learning disability. Trust me, the product to use is Goal Factor. My son still doesn't take pills, so it's hard for me to give him like recall. So that's why when I heard that, I said, okay, he's going to take Goal Factor because first of all, it has no flavor. So I know that's like a win-win. And it was just like, boom. Then he would start asking me for it. And he even noticed it. He's like, Mom, whatever you guys are giving me, it's helping me because I memorize things more now. Before I couldn't. So it works. I mean, to me, that is right now like number one product in the company, to me, honestly, because the testimonies, I've had my own testimony as well, but seeing it on my son is priceless. And just if that product was the only one that 4Life had, I would still be here because of what it did to my son. So thank you, Cindy. I just want to go ahead and share that with everybody because I know that's like something big right now that's going on out there.
Thanks, Jennifer. Really appreciate it. And I'm really glad and happy about your son. That's so huge, and it's good to take notes on that kind of stuff. I'm hoping to have children one day. So, I'm keeping notes on everything. That being said, we have many lines of product here with 4Life. We have our 4Life core products. Then we also have what I'm doing right now, my Transform products. They are fantastic. You will see me in a couple of months and you're going to notice the difference. Okay. We have a amazing protein, by the way, hydrolyzed protein that they saved the flavor for it. It's chocolate flavor. There's a vanilla flavor and it's actually fantastic. We have a line for skincare, which I also use. And also I've been using this line. I've been using these products for 18 years and we're good. Okay. my whole family. So I know there are people who might have questions about the products. There are many studies that we can send you. Just ask the person who invited you, and they can send you some of these scientific articles actually that have been peer reviewed, and they have been published in medical journals. So you can, inform yourself about that. But there are so many lines. We have a wellness line. We have a intestinal wellness line. We have, again, Transform, the core products, skincare, so much. So please take a look at that. The products are fantastic. And I mean, 18 years, so many people have been taking them, and we are doing really well. So I highly encourage you to look them up, at least try them out, whatever it is that you're looking for. We also have a kind of like a survey. I forget what it's called, but so you can fill it out, and then they can tell you what products the company itself would recommend for you to take. So you can also look into that. Now, there are 4 ways to participate in with For Life. And the first one is definitely being a customer. We have the memberships for customers, so they can get 20% discounts. You're also qualified to something called the loyalty program, which if you purchase through that loyalty program every single month, with 125 points, which they can explain to you, you also get a free product of the month. You get a percentage of 15% of those points you get credited back in order for you to cash in for free product, and you get extra discounts. So it's a great, great program to be in. I highly suggest that if you are going to be a customer or anything else, you join this program, because it is one of the most competitive loyalty programs around. And I'm in many loyalty programs, okay? Now, number 2, you can also be a brand ambassador, which is so great for a lot of people who are starting out. If you have 5,000 followers on social media or more, you qualify for this program. Basically, you get, free membership. You don't have any monthly commitment, but for every sale you make, you get 25% of that sale the next day, which is a really, really competitive program, because I know there's affiliate programs in different companies like Amazon and Nike and so on. And let me tell you, Amazon has very, very low commission, and so do these other companies. They pay from 3% to 4% on certain things. For Life pays you 25% the next day, whereas Amazon takes about 3 months to give you any pay. Okay, so compare the programs, because this is very, very competitive. All right. You can also, if you're into e-commerce and you really like that and you're into building teams, you can also be, sign up to become a salesperson. So what that means is you would get a membership, you would do your monthly consumption, which is about 100 points or more, depends on what you want to take. And you can also build a team of people who are also distributing products. Now, if you like the whole e-commerce platform, it does come with your own link, your My Shop link. Brand ambassadors also have that. And you can share this link, and for every sale you make, you get 25% back. The added benefit to this is that you can also build teams. Okay, you can recruit. You can have people who also like e-commerce. Say, I don't know, your neighbor loves the whole e-commerce platform. You can help them join, and you can earn from their sales. They'll earn 25%. You earn 12% of their sales plus your own 25%. So I think it's a great platform to be on if you're into affiliate programming and you also want to recruit. Okay, which I think is great. You get to expand. You get to franchise out. So if you're into that, these are really competitive programs compared to what other people are paying out. Okay, seriously, do your research. It's fantastic. And number 4, we also have, this is what I do. You have business leaders, so business developers, and this is what we do. We also are loyal customers to our own company because we love the product. We also have, I can recruit brand ambassadors, and I also have my own personal For Life link. Okay, so I can share that. I shared a lot of my social media. Whenever anyone clicks on that link, I earn 25%. But I'm also into team building. See, me, what I wanted to do is a career with this, not just supplemental income. So what I did is I learned how to sell. That's one part. But I also learned how to become a leader so I could teach other people how to also create teams. So I have people under me who are only doing sales, and I have other people under me who wanted to be leaders, who wanted to develop their leadership skills. Okay, they wanted to develop skills in order to teach people how to manage teams. So we built a whole community of people also doing the business. And this also leads to residual income, which means that from every person's consumption, from every person's sales, from everywhere, you get a percentage of their income. Okay, so I'm going to explain it real quick right here. And then if you have questions, you can definitely ask the person who invited you, or maybe you can ask in the chat. So recurring income. This means that I did something well one time, and I get paid for it every single time someone makes a purchase. This is what I mean. Me, Cindy, I go out and I recruit 6 people. These people purchase their product from the company, right? I didn't do anything. I only connected them to the company. They bought, hopefully in a loyalty program, because they're smart, intelligent people. And because they bought through to the company, I get a percentage of that. The company say, great job, here's some money, $24. Okay. So I tell them, hey, y'all, you can also earn money by getting people to purchase from the company, from connecting people to the company. Sure. So they're like, okay, I want to do that too. Each one of them gets their 6 people. This is just a number I'm throwing out there. So they get their 6 people and they all make their consumption directly to the company. Notice I'm not asking them to spend $1,000. I'm not even asking them to spend $500. It's just, your $100 or 100 points, whatever it is that you're consuming. So because of that, I earn $1,080 from residual income because of all of their purchases. Now, the people under me also earned money. Okay. Now they teach their own 6 people how to do the same thing. The 3rd level, you connect 216 people to the company, and I earn $3,672. If this keeps on going, imagine their 4th level at 1,296 people, you're $19,440. Now I'm going to explain this real quick because this can lose some people real fast. Okay. Here's the thing. In order for you to build these kinds of networks of people who are customers, most of these people will be customers, but some of these people will be people building their own teams who want to get residual income as well. Okay. In order to do this, it requires more effort. It requires more time and more skills. And guess where you're going to learn those skills? Within the community. Okay. We have training sessions on Tuesday nights, and we have training sessions, individual training sessions for each team. Now, it's really important to know that because I want people to understand that in order to get the bigger income, it requires more effort and work on your part. Okay. Now, if that's not what you're looking for, you don't care to earn the 20,000 or more or less, whatever. You're like, you know what? I just need $500 extra a month in order to buy groceries or in order to pay, I don't know, my insurance. I don't know what you're paying. Okay. But whatever that money is, you can make a plan in order to come up with that money. Okay. Why? Because if you're only interested in $300, $500 a month, whoever invited you here can make a working plan for you, whether it be e-commerce or also with recruiting, and you can come up with that amount of money. If you're looking for more, these are custom tailored to every person's needs because not everyone wants to make a career out of this. I did because it not only gave me that residual income, I'm still earning money from people who keep purchasing product from me, who came in, 6 years ago or whenever they did. I'm still earning that money because that's called residual income. Now, it's also permitted me to work from home. I'm in my house. I can work from anywhere. Actually, I'm going to Texas soon to visit my nieces, and I get to work from there as well. And I get to meet people all over the world. I've built my leadership skills. It's helped me in my own personal life because I've learned how to communicate. I've learned how to, become a better wife, become a better sister, a better daughter. And it's really brought me closer to my family. I've met great people from all over the world, which is what I wanted. I'm a wanderer. I love that stuff. And I've been able to connect with so many people of all backgrounds. So it's really nice. I think it's one of the fairest opportunities out there because it doesn't matter whether you're a man, a woman, anything, it doesn't matter your religious background or even where you come from. You can come as you are, and your level of success will 100% depend on you. And that's something I firmly believe. So if you're looking for supplemental income or you're looking for a new career or, to just really expand your net worth, this is a great opportunity. So just reach out to the person who invited you and they can give you more information. They can clarify any questions you may have. But other than that, we'll see. If you thought this is good, then we'll see you next Tuesday for your first training.